Welcome back, viewers. If you've been updated with my channel and keeping up with the videos that I've been posting, I've been doing modding on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I've been showing people with jailbroken devices how to modify San Andreas to basically customize the game as they feel fit. Today I'm going to show you not a big special mod that doesn't do anything really spectacular, but it's still another form of things that you could play around with in the files. Now, to do so, you must be jailbroken, you must have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and you must also have iFile. So today I'm going to teach you how to change car colors and the behavior of the car colors of what they're allowed to be. So we're going to open up iFile, and you're going to want to go into carcolors.dat, and then you're going to want to go into the text viewer, and you'll see there's a list of all these car colors. So these are basically a setup of car colors. Now there's 3 behaviors. Some are 2, some are 1. Basically, 1 is your car color. The next is if the car has a secondary color. And the last is like a pearlescent. But right now on this list that you're looking at right now, these are just car colors that make. So what we're going to do is, if you keep scrolling down, you can see the cars and the car colors that they're able to be when they spawn. So we're going to look for the police, because we know the cop car is usually black and white. So we're going to find a color we would like to change it to, and you can do this with any car whatsoever. So we're going to make it bright red. So to do that, we got to copy the bright red color. Copy, and then we're going to go down to edit. Now it's always best that you make a duplicate file of the carcolors.dat. That way, if you make a mistake or if you've altered too many, you have something to revert back with. Because there's nothing like having to do a big mistake that messes up your file and messes up your game to where you have to delete it and then reinstall the entire game and start from scratch. So we're going to go to the cop car. There's LA, San Francisco, Vegas, and I forget what the RU is. So there's 4 different types of cops. But we're going to go ahead and delete that. We're going to add our own special color to LA, because I haven't been playing the game much. I've just been showing to do videos on how to mod. This is stuff that we did back in the day when this game first came out for PlayStation, and when it came out on the computer, we were able to do stuff like this if you had a jailbroken device and was able to let you do it. So once we save the color, now the cop car should come up bright red. Now it's not the bike. The bike would be, I forget which the bike was. It was a something 1000, but it should be in here. Here's the NRG, the PCJ. It's like the F something 1000. If I could see that, I'll change that color too, because I know those tend to spawn a lot more. Yeah, I'm not seeing the police bike. Maybe you saw it and I'm scrolling too fast, but I'm going to try and do my best to make sure this video is short as possible, because there's so many mods and so many modifications that we can go over when doing these videos. FRC? No, I thought it was a 1000. I don't think it's the FRC 100 or 900. So, but at least one good thing, most of the files are all over the place. This is actually one of the few files where everything is kind of alphabetical order. So I couldn't find a bike, so we're going to go ahead and finish out with the cop cars. We're going to close out iFile, and then we're going to go ahead and open up Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Now when we find the cop cars could come up red. Now you could do this to add colors to vehicles and make them custom colors, and it only changes the spawn behavior. So if you're in a city and the buffalo always spawns, it would be whichever color you choose. And it's always a fun thing to actually take some of the colors out and install the colors that you like. And this can work for whatever vehicles that's in there. You could change the color of planes. The cop car is the easiest one for me to be able to show you because everybody knows the cop car comes up black and white. So when we open up the game and we search around for the cops, it's going to be a little difficult because I'm still at the early stages in the game, which it's not as aggressive, and you'd be able to find a lot more stuff. So I'm gonna run this cop over, see if I can get his buddies out. Let's see if we could find the cops. So when the cops show up, the vehicle should no longer be black and white for LA police. And just my luck, I'm at a time of night where the police really don't spawn that much. So we're going to get out of the car and we're just going to start causing havoc. Kill a couple strippers. Try to get the cops to be alerted to come out. And I'm in a real bad area. Oh wow. I'm in a bad area where cops really don't show up much. There we go. That should get the cops to come out now. I figure the cop comes on the bike. So let's see what the bike is. That way I know which file that is. So I was right. It's a HPV 1000. I don't think there was a file for that. So now we have to drive around and see if we could actually find a cop so I could show you how this file behaved. It sucks because I'm really not a good driver on the iOS. There is an actual tweak that you could download that will give you ability to use your PlayStation 3 remote control. See, and now the cop car color has changed. It's no longer black and white. So you see how it has that red hue to it? It only looks like it changed to pearl. So it's something you'd have to play around with, but for the basic colors, you'd be able to change to any color you want on certain vehicles. So now the cop car is a pearl and black instead of black and white. And you can do this with any vehicle, and it's give or take. You have to play with the colors and see what you get out of it and see what makes you happy to be able to adjust these colors. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. We'll be back shortly with another modification of another file that you can alter. Hopefully this little snippet of modding helps you understand how this one file works and what fun you could have with it. So as always, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments or suggestions, please do so in the comment section below. And thank you for viewing.